Hey, what's up everyone? This is QAM and I will be releasing the QAM HAM build in this video. So, let's jump right into it. So, for the gear, we are running 4 Necropotence on the body pieces and 2 max magic monster sets. It could be Infernal Guardian, Grothdar, Ilambris, any of the 3 combined. And then 1 Shadow Dancer piece, 2 Shadow Dancer jewelry, and then we have 3 willpower. And all this combined gives us 51k magic unbuffed. Okay, so now I'm gonna have a food buff. And that brings us to 58k magic. So the blue food, if you feel like 800 magic regen is too low, you can run the Witch Mother's Potent Brew. It will lower your magic a little bit, but it will bring you to 1300 magic regen, which is a lot more sustainable and more forgiving for when you're hit by poisons and the like. I am running, like I said, this is a complete YOLO build. Staple for the Sorcs, we have shields, running Fused Divines, 0 crit resist. However, you can run Impen and you won't lose that much damage. If you wear all Impen on your pieces, you can hit 2k crit resist and you'll be okay. Just still hit really hard. 22k health, 10k stand. This is with blue food and max undaunted. 5-1-1, 5 light armor, 1 heavy, 1 medium. So damage is almost 3k buffed. 41 spell crit. Magic regen is very low because this is a YOLO build, and generally I do not need regen when I just dispose of everything around me. And because we have 58k magic to draw from, so yeah, it works. Alright, now on to the skills. Right, so there's 2 ways that you can do this. There is a YOLO way, and then a complete total YOLO way. So this is the complete QAM HAM setup. Inner Light, Degeneration. We use this to proc frags and empower them. Endless Fury and Bound Aegis. And then I have Shooting Star. So in particular with this setup, Shooting Star is the go-to ultimate. It's an AoE, it has a very high impact. Soul Assault is also very good. You can see here, unbuffed. It's an 80k tooltip. I have 0 points in the Thaumaturge. This is really good for duels. It's good for killing Nightblades, especially gankers that rely on Cloak to get away. And then on the Resto bar, we have the shield stacks, Streak, and Bound Aegis so that we don't lose it when we weapon swap. And then we have the Overload bar. So this bar is like our gadgets. The bar, we have Mines, Boundless Storm, Dark Conversion. This is needed. You're going to be doing this a lot in between fights, especially if it's a prolonged fight, because you have no regen. Ditch is another source of our sustain. We're using immovability pots, specifically the ones that give you health and magicka. You're going to be running these a lot in fights because, again, your sustain, you don't have any sustain. You're relying on pots and the rest of the heavies and Dark Conversion for prolonged fights, or if you're poisoned, you will be okay. You have very strong shield stacks, 53k magic on my Resto bar. My Hardened Ward is almost 15k, and I do not have 100 points in the Bastion, and I will go over that later. Oh, the second skills setup I use does not use Bound Aegis, so this is a more balanced setup that you can do. You just replace, you put Curse on where Bound Aegis was, and then on your back bar you put Inner Light to keep your shield strength good. This lowers my magic from 58k to 54k. And also with this setup, you can replace Shooting Star with Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is a really good ultimate, especially with this build. It's in the Mighty, it's the really high tooltip, it's almost as good as a high damage stand build. I put just a little points in the mighty, which I will go over later. The tooltip goes up and it can hit really hard. It's cheap and it's very reliable, and if you combine it with curse, you can easily burst people down. So I'll start with the blue tree. So 100 into Elfborn and 100 into Elemental Expert. This is the way to go, especially for Shooting Star. But if you're running Dawnbreaker, you can take some points out of Elfborn, like 20-ish. Still have really high crit damage. Just put them into Mighty, and this will increase your Dawnbreaker tooltip pretty high. Our Dawnbreakers are an actual nuke with this build. Other Sorcs use it for CC, but you know, other Sorcs are not going ham like I do. Green tree. 100 into Magician, 61 into Arcanist, and 39 into Tumbling. Red tree, we have 58 into Hardy and 89 into Elemental Defender. These two are preference based. 16% to Bastion, that's 53 points. Even with not 100 to Bastion, I have a much larger shield stack than pretty much every other Sorc out there. So, if you want though, if you feel like you don't really need this, you can still put 100 points to Bastion and show off your shield stacks. Yay. And that's pretty much it for the build. I hope you guys have liked it. I hope you guys try it out. If you're feeling adventurous to run the QAM HAM build and one-shot people, go ahead and let me know how it goes for you in the comments below. And yeah.
Alright, are you done? Yeah, we're going to go wreck people, yeah.
Yeah, let's go wreck some plebs.